is Stephanie for another Community Spotlight of TVC 22. I'm here at St. Xavier School in Hammond to discuss with a student and a chaplain about a very nice initiative called the Guatemalan Mission. So follow me as we find out what is this great initiative. Hi, Jordan. Thank you for discussing this with us. Now we're going to talk about an initiative that some of you guys have decided to do here at St. Xavier School. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So there's this opportunity at the school to go on this mission trip to Guatemala. It involves a few of us to be able to go into Guatemala and help out with the community and do what we can to help the community.
So this is a very, very nice initiative. I was wondering what possessed you to go on this initiative?
So in previous years, I've heard throughout the school year about the trip, and I felt very drawn to it. So I wanted to find more about it, and so I did. I found out that it involves helping others in Guatemala, and I felt like volunteering is something that I've always really wanted to do. And so as of last year, I said to myself that I really wanted to get involved, and so I made sure that this year I'd try.
So obviously, what are you planning of gaining out of this trip? What would you describe as being a great trip?
So for most of us on the trip, we're hoping to gain a sense of understanding of the people in Guatemala, understand their way of life, and what they have so little and how we have so much, and try to understand how they're able to live in that way and just appreciate how much we actually have.
Do you know what kind of activities you might have to do on that trip?
So we're probably going to be helping build some roads, help put up structures like houses and stuff, help paint around the area to kind of liven it up. That's part of the main goal, and it's more of like a community outreach type thing, and get involved with the community and help them out as much as we can.
Now, this Guatemalan team, we're going to say, it's composed of how many people?
So there's 7 of us. There's 6 students, and then there's our chaplain. His name is Mr. Ali. I'm Jordan. We have Alex. He's another guy on the trip. We have Maya, Cassidy, Dana, and Sydney. Okay. So obviously, this kind of trip is quite expensive, right? Yeah, very much.
So you guys are doing a few initiatives for fundraising activities. Right now, what is your goal, each person?
Each person, we're trying to raise up to around $2,600. It's a little bit more than what it would be in previous years, because in previous years we were supposed to only roughly have 4 people, and now it's about 7. So it can be a lot more expensive, but I hope to reach our goal.
I hope you guys reach your goal. Thank you very much, Jordan, for speaking to us. And now we will go to Mr. Ali, the chaplain, who will be helping with the fundraising activities. I'm here with Mr. Ali, chaplain of the Guatemalan Mission. Hi, Mr. Ali.
Hello.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Okay. So now that we've got this out of the way, let me ask you one question. You are a chaplain. What is a chaplain?
So in the Catholic school system, a chaplain is somebody that's hired by the school board to look after the spiritual needs of the students. So we have religion classes where they're taught the content of the faith, and then the chaplain is there to kind of sort of help implement the faith and the lived reality of what that looks like, to give them opportunities for that.
So I'm going to ask you, how does spirituality tie in with the Guatemalan mission?
So going to Guatemala, we're going to be doing a lot of giving, a lot of helping, a lot of giving back to the community, and that 100% ties into the spirituality, because the main message is love for our neighbor, is helping out as much as we can, and that's what the mission trip is really about.
So you seem to know a lot about mission trips. Could you have gone yourself when you were young to one of those mission trips by any chance?
Absolutely. When I was in grade 12, I had the opportunity to go. It wasn't Guatemala at the time, it was Dominican Republic and Haiti, but absolutely loved it. Helped change and shape my worldview, and even influenced why I'm a chaplain today, because it really shifted the way that I saw the world. Before, when I was going down, I thought it was all about what I could bring and what I could give, and I realized as soon as I landed there that I had so much more to receive, because by the simple fact that they had so little and yet were so happy, it taught me that life is not about what we have, it's about how we see things.
So, based on that, I'm pretty sure you would recommend it to everybody to go to the Guatemalan mission, or any mission for that matter.
Absolutely. If cost wasn't a barrier, I would say it's an absolutely wonderful thing for anybody to do, because it feeds you spiritually, but it also helps you to see life in the right point of view.
So basically, you would go every year if you had the chance to.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I feel really blessed to be able to be the chaperone on this trip. And if I had the opportunity to go again next year, I would definitely go. Yeah.
Now, I've noticed that there are 7 kids for this mission. Is that a big number, or because I know some of them, have more numbers than that. So I'm just wondering.
Yeah, so normally our school is allotted 4 spots, but we had really, really good candidates this year, and we said it's important for us to advocate for them, and the board allowed us to bring 2 extra students. So there's 6 students and myself who are all able to go for a total of 7, which is 2 more than we normally get. But the board as a whole actually goes on this trip. So I think we're going to be traveling there with something like 40 students in 2 different groups. So there's going to be actually 2 groups of 40 students going over on this trip.
Now, I don't want to say anything in case, somebody's hearing, but are there going to be parties down there? So many kids at the same place? I don't know.
No. The process actually for the students being selected is pretty rigorous. They have to do interviews. There's a whole application that they fill out. We get recommendations from the different teachers on who would be a good candidate to go. So the students who are selected to go are really the students that are going to benefit from this trip and are going to put their whole hearts into it. They're there for the right reasons, and which is another reason I really feel privileged to go, because I get to form a bond with them, and also I get to see them kind of reshape how they think about the world.
Speaking of heart, they do have heart at work, because they're doing tons of fundraising activities because so many money has to be raised. So what are they doing?
Yeah. Fundraising is the big thing right now. So that's all 6 of them and myself. That's our world right now, is the fundraising. And so we've done things around the school, like we sell kapow pops, little lollipops and stuff. We've done bake sales. But we've got a few big initiatives coming up. One is they're going to be at Boston Pizza to help fundraise. So Boston Pizza has graciously allowed a few of our students to come in, and 10% of the monies that will be spent during the time that we're there are going to go towards the trip. We've also got an escape room, which is something super cool that we just set up. We're going to be running it for our students during lunch times. And we just got the go-ahead to do select Saturdays and select Thursdays to open it up to the public after school hours. So we're very excited about that. And we've also got a paint night, which is going to be super cool. So you can look for that coming up. They're going to be making signs, I think, as I understand it. And we've got a few other things in the mix. We're going to be going to some parishes. We've got the Knights of Columbus, who usually help us out. We've got a few things that we're going to be doing. But the big ones would be the escape room, the Boston Pizza, and the paint night are the 3 that we're really looking forward to.
Now, let's just say I would encourage people to go and go at Boston Pizza. When is, because I think it's server night or celebrity night. Usually they do that on like Tuesday nights. Do you happen to know the date of that event?
Yeah, it's November 26th, which is a Monday. And I think it's from 5 to 8 p.m. So any people that are coming, if they bring their family, any money that is spent during that time at the Boston Pizza in Rockland is going to go towards, 10% of those funds will go towards helping fund the mission trip.
So another reason to go to Boston Pizza, get some good food.
That's the great food, yes.
You're going to get great service with the kids and all,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we don't guarantee that.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ali, and we will inform our population about your future events that will be coming up very shortly.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. Now we know about the mission. All that's left is for you, the community, to support those fundraising activities that will be coming up in the next weeks and months. So this was Stephanie for another Community Spotlight of TVC 22.